This presentation is to discuss the LBJ High School Filling Out Your Personal Graduation Plan worksheet. This is what the Personal Graduation Plan worksheet looks like. The first thing that you need to do is you need to write down the classes that you received credit for during your 8th grade school year. You can circle those classes that you received credit for in the 8th grade. This is located on the top left-hand section of the Personal Graduation Plan worksheet. The next thing that you need to do is to decide which endorsement or endorsements you would like to earn by the time you graduate from high school. Then, you need to decide which program of study you will pursue in order to earn that endorsement. Endorsements and their corresponding programs of study are located on the bottom right of the Personal Graduation Plan worksheet. Keep in mind that this can and most likely probably will change as you become more mature in your academic pursuits. Again, here's the Personal Graduation Plan worksheet, and right here is where the endorsements and the different programs of study are listed. What you need to do now is write down the grade level that you plan to take each class in the program of study. The grade levels must be in a coherent sequence. In other words, you cannot take these classes out of order. This particular student has chosen to pursue a business and industry endorsement. The way they are going to accomplish achieving that endorsement is by pursuing the Ag Mechanics program of study. In the 8th grade, this example student took the Principles of Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources class. That means in 9th grade, they'll take Mech and Metal Tech. 10th grade, they'll do Facility Design and Fabrication. 11th grade, they will take Mill and Cab. And then in 12th grade, if they choose to take another elective, they could take Advanced Welding. Although Ag Mechanics only requires 4 credits, this particular student could achieve 5 credits throughout their high school career. At this point, you now need to write down the graduation levels indicating when you plan on taking the minimum requirements to graduate from high school. This is located on the bottom left-hand section of the Personal Graduation Plan worksheet. English is always pretty easy to figure out. English 1, 2, 3, and 4 are taken in a coherent sequence of 9, 10, 11, and 12. Math can be a little more tricky. Math is done 9, 10, and 11 for Algebra 1, Geometry, and Advanced Math. Most students tend to take Algebra 2, which is required in order for you to pursue distinguished level of achievement. If you took Algebra 1 in 8th grade, then these numbers would say 8, 9, and 10. The same can be said about science. For this particular example student, this student took IPC in 8th grade. That means that in 9th grade they'll take biology, and then in 10th grade they'll do an advanced science, and they're choosing to take chemistry. You only have to take 3 credits of a social studies in order to achieve the minimum high school requirements. However, many colleges are saying that they would still like to see students take 4 years of social studies. This means that you have a choice. You could take World Geography in 9th grade, World History in 10th grade, and U.S. History in 11th grade, followed by Government and Economics in 12th grade. Or, if you decide that you only want to pursue 3 credits of social studies, you could just do 10 and 11 and 12 for your social studies pursuits. The choice is entirely up to you. This particular student would like to take athletics all 4 years of high school. So for the physical education requirement, they've selected athletics for 9th grade. They are also going to take There are languages other than English, which would be Spanish 1 and 2, in ninth and 10th grade. The electives are pretty easy to fill out in the fact that they're just going to write down all of the electives that were chosen on the Ag Mechanics program of study. However, since you only have to have one elective of physical education, any athletics credit that you take in 10, 11, or 12 also count as additional electives. To be eligible for any endorsement, you must also take a fourth math credit and a fourth science credit. Please keep that in mind. And in order to achieve a distinguished level of achievement, one must take Algebra 2 by the time they graduate from high school. Filling out the scheduling portion of the PGP worksheet. So we're almost done. Now we just need to fill in what your ideal schedule would be each year of high school. Keep in mind that this is a fluid document that will most likely change over the year as your interest and academic concerns evolve. This portion is located on the top section of your personal graduation plan worksheet. What we need to do is fill in all of the blanks and circle what classes we want to take all 4 years of high school. So again, for this example student, they've taken Principles of Ag, Food, and Natural Resources in middle school as well as IPC. So they'll take English 1 in 9th grade. They'll also take Algebra 1, Biology, since they already did IPC. Instead of taking World Geography, they're choosing to take Art 1 because everybody must attain at least one fine arts credit before they graduate from high school. The fine arts credits can be attained by taking either art, theater, or band. This student is also going to do Spanish 1, Ag Mecha Metal, and Athletics their freshman year. Although the rest of these lines are left blank in this example, you need to fill all of these examples out based off of your own personal needs. Everybody will take English 2 in 10th grade. This particular student did Algebra 1 in their freshman year, so now they will take geometry. They took biology in 9th grade, so now they will take chemistry. They'll take Spanish 2 along with their world history class or world geography class, Ag facility and design, and athletics. And the procedure moves on and on. English 3, their 11th grade year, along with Algebra 2, Physics, U.S. History, and then you would fill in the blanks with whatever elective that you want to take all of these 4 years. Your senior year, you could do early release the rest of the day, or you could have a period for ACC. We're going to get into all the different conversations about what students could take after the end of this video presentation. This is just an overview of the Personal Graduation Plan worksheet. We'll now address any personal questions that you have.